What's up, my wonderful, beautiful sports to the bone family? What's up? What's up? A blessed morning to you all, and welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are doing okay. All right, my wonderful sports to the bone family. So coming up in this one, we have a couple of cricketing stories to take a look at. Going to be reasoning with you guys on this one, right? So we see where Chief Selector Desmond Haynes recently did an interview, and he was saying that Shimron Hetty was definitely considered for selection. So we're going to take a look at a few things that Desmond Haynes had to say, and I will give you my opinion as it relates to all of that. Plus, we see where England went ahead and named their first test squad that will be led by Ben Stokes and their new head coach, Mr. Brendan McCullum. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to take a look at a few of the players that were recalled to the squad, plus a few of the players that were retained after losing a series to West Indies. So just stick with us until the end. Make sure you subscribe if you have not yet subscribed, because we have a few things to reason about, right? All right, so I was reading an article early this morning, my viewers and subscribers, and it was highlighting an interview that was done by Chief Selector Desmond Haynes. Now, according to Desmond Haynes, I made sure that I wrote down the quotation here so I can give it to you exactly as he said. And a lot was not said, but a lot was said, if you understand what I mean. Did not say it in a lot of words, but it had a lot of meaning. And if you look into what Desmond Haynes had to say, he's basically saying that they did not receive enough information from Hetty, in my opinion. But I'll let you know exactly why I said that. So I'm going to be reading exactly what Desmond Haynes had to say. This is what he had to say, and I quote, "We got the email from Hetty saying he is unavailable for a selection because of the birth of his child. Listen now, that is all the information we received, so we acted that way." Listen again. That is all the information we received, so we acted that way. Tell me what you get from that. And so I'll let you know exactly what I get from that. He went on and he said, "We had considered him for sure for selection, but the note or the email said that he was unavailable." Let me go back to the first part here, where he said, "That is all the information we received, so we acted that way." Now, personally, in my opinion, I believe that Shimron Hetty pull a fast one on them right here in order to avoid committing to this or to these stores. I will give you my argument, you can agree or disagree. Personally, I believe he pulled a fast one on them. Am I going to beat him down for doing that? No, I am not going to do that. His personal life and his family comes first. We know that he would have to be with the birth of his child. Things can change and time frame can be off, but obviously they probably would have had an idea of when the birth would have taken place, the amount of time he would spend after that, and then he would move back to his franchise. So obviously he knew all of that. But in my opinion, he just used that to just cover it all and say, I am unavailable because of the birth of my child. As I said, in my opinion, he pulled a fast one on them. I am going to give you my argument further down as it relates to why I am not going to knock him if he even pulled a fast one on them right there. Remember now, my viewers and subscribers, not everybody is guaranteed selection or a spot in the starting 11. When you give up an income to move over to West Indies, it doesn't necessarily mean you are going to be selected, even though it is expected that you are going to perform. And this is my argument right here now. Once again, I am not bashing fitness and anything like that. I am big on fitness. But remember, roll back the curtains of memory and see if you can remember who was our top scorer in the last T20 World Cup. I mean, it was not a good tournament for us. We can almost say that everybody failed, right? So even though Hetty was the top scorer, it's not like he was covered in glory. But the top scorer coming out of the World Cup, what happened immediately after that in 3 series that came up? We played Ireland, we played England, right? And we played India. The man that top scored in the World Cup, where was he? He was not fit, right? According to them, he was not fit. He had fitness issues leading up to the World Cup. it's a known fact. Even before the World Cup, he struggled with fitness according to them, right? He worked himself according to them, got selected. He was the man that made the most runs in the World Cup. Immediately after the World Cup, there was a fitness issue again, right? They tell him to work on his fitness. Went to the IPL, performing well. It does not mean that because he is performing in the IPL, that means he is fit according to West Indies logic, right? Because remember now, Coach Phil Simmons had indicated prior that what we need to do is to put an arm around these players and let them know that playing international cricket, there's a certain level of fitness that is required, right? Follow me now, follow me. Hetmyer did well in the IPL, right? Coach Phil Simmons, when he said that he could not be selected, even after doing some work in the World Cup, Coach Phil Simmons said that we need to put an arm around these players, tell them that work with them, let them know that there's a certain amount of fitness that is required for for international cricket. One could argue that Shimron Hetmyer believes that even though he is in the IPL and performing, his fitness level is not at the standard where international cricket should be, so he might not get any game. This is me just playing the devil's advocate, and exploring all of the possibilities. Right? We would have seen before where he would have performed extremely well at IPL, and then we hear that he is not fit. So it could be a case where the young man is looking at it and saying, here what now? I am performing in IPL. So they could bring me in and say, here what? Even though you are performing at the IPL, you are still not fit. So you are in the squad. We are going to work with you to bring you up to speed. Right? Remember, Coach Phil Simmons said there is a level of fitness that is required to play international cricket, even though you are performing at the franchise level. So one could argue that the young man is looking at it and saying that I am performing at the franchise level, but I am maybe still not at their level. So they might take me in and say that they are going to work with me, and I might not find myself in the final 11. So I'm not going to give up what I am currently working here in the franchise cricket. I could be reaching my viewers and subscribers. I could be reaching, but I am just trying to pull from the arguments that would have been presented by Desmond Haynes and Coach Phil Simmons. Right? Desmond Haynes apparently wanted more information so they could probably work their thing around it. But that is why I said that I think Hetty pull a fast one on them and just give them the baby story. Right? To say that he's unavailable because he's back in the IPL and will be playing pretty soon, I think on the 20th for Chennai Super Kings. Because we would have seen in the past where he would have performed well in franchise cricket, and then we hear that there is a different level of fitness that is required for international cricket. So who would be able to say that when they pull him from franchise cricket, they wouldn't just take him and say, all right, you're not going in the starting 11, you are in the squad, so we're going to work with you to get you up to speed, even though you are performing well at the franchise level. I could be reaching, but this is something that was said by the coach. You are performing at franchise level, but there is a different level of fitness that is required. Because we did not hear any of them come out and say that he has passed a fitness test, or we think his fitness is back in par. They have not said anything like that. If any of them came out and said that he has passed the fitness test or his fitness is in par now, then I would be able to say, well, they're probably going to just put him in the team based on his performance in the IPL. But they did not come out and say that his fitness is up to par, or, we think he has passed a fitness test. Nobody said that. So who to tell that they wouldn't just pull him in, you have him in the squad, and say that they are working on his fitness? For the last time, I will say again, Coach Phil Simmons said there is a different level of fitness that is required to play international cricket. So even though you are doing well at the franchise level, if we pull you for international cricket, your fitness level needs to be up there. And they did not come out and say that he passed the fitness test. They did not come out and say that his fitness is where they want it. So who to tell that they wouldn't put him in the squad, don't put him in the final 11 and say that they are working on his fitness? As I said, this is just a reasoning video. A lot of persons probably not going to agree with this, but that is why I leave the comment section open for you to agree or disagree and let me know exactly what you think. As I said, I just wanted to reason this one out. Might make sense, might not make any sense. I was just trying to play devil's advocate as it relates to this topic. So yeah, that is it where Sherman Hetmeyer is concerned. So I'm just going to quickly run through the England squad for you guys before I finish up this video. So right, England will be taking on New Zealand in short order, and they have named a squad. So these are the players. We have James Anderson and Stuart Broad returning immediately after Ben Stokes takes over as captain. So let me just give you the players that were selected. I think it's about 13 of them. So we have Ben Stokes, James Anderson, Johnny Bairstow. We have Stuart Broad, Harry Brook, Zach Crawley. We have Ben Foakes, Jack Leach, and Alex Lees. We have Craig Overton, Ollie Pope, Matthew Potts, and Joe Root. So those are the players that have been selected in their squad to face, I think it is the Black Caps. So as I said, a couple of players get axed, a couple of players have actually returned. I think Saqib Mahmood is injured and will be out for this summer, I think. So yeah, that is basically it for this one, my viewers and subscribers. It's going to be really interesting to hear the thoughts of you guys in the comment section. Let me know if you listen this one to the end, so you heard the reasoning that I was putting forward. Just let me know in the comment section if you made it to the end. See? Big up on yourself.